Other interesting cultural news, you have Colin Kaepernick begging the NFL to accept him after comparing the NFL to the slave trade in a documentary he made. Yeah, why would anyone hire this guy again? Now, he's known for being a sports balls player. I think he won a game or two. Granted, I know like 3 to 4 sports balls players, so definitely not a aficionado or an expert on sports. But I do recognize bad business trends, and this guy, he costs a lot of business a lot of money. Though he did make some. I think Nike probably made a profit on all the activism he did. Now, this comes to us thanks to End Wokeness, and which he says, quote, 2021, Colin Kaepernick compares the NFL to slavery. 2024, draft me. There you have a nice video compilation where they show both instances. And at least he did one smart thing in his life. He did suit up for the documentary. It's about a minute and a half, and it's mostly, mentally vacuous, but we'll endure it together.
Before they put you on the...
Yet another reason to tune into Rumble, the superior video streaming platform. More often than not, the music will be ripped from these types of videos, and certain content might just disappear. However, they don't do that at Rumble, so check out The Topping Show at Rumble.
Field, teams poke.
And I'll rewind it so you can hear his annoying voice. So, I don't have much ground to stand on. My voice, beat you in the comments there.
Before they put you on the field, teams poke, prod, and examine you, searching for any defect that might affect your performance.
See, this is a fascinating phenomenon. Maybe he does not understand how the world works, Mr. Kaepernick. You see, that's called a physical. And your job in the NFL is quite literally very physical. So, one would think if they're going to spend millions of dollars paying you a salary, they probably want to ensure you are as healthy as possible. Pretty much any job that has a modicum of manual labor is going to either want to see a physical, or they want to just interview you and just see you can do the job. That's any job. That's not unique to the NFL. Like, if you had a job if you were interviewed at a job at a construction site, they want you to be able to lift bricks and roofing tiles and other things. Ridiculous.
No boundary respected. No dignity left intact.
Keep in mind, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars in the NFL. I believe, actually, let's ask them good old internets or the Grok AI. I believe, isn't the minimum, what is the minimum salary of an NFL player? So again, he's saying this is slavery, so it must be, less minimum wage, right? Wow. So this comes to us thanks to Grok, the good old cool ex-Twitter AI. They say, quote, the minimum salary for the NFL player can vary based on several factors, including the player's experience and the terms of collective bargaining agreement in place at the time. Here's a general breakdown based on the most recent agreements. Rookie, first-year players, underdraft free agents. The minimum salary for undrafted rookie is typically around $705,000 for 2023 season, but it can increase with each CMA season. Veteran minimum salaries for players of 1 or more years experience in the NFL. First year, around $1.08 million. Second year, around $1.14 million. Third year, about $1.2 million. Fourth year, around $1.26 million. Fifth year, about $1.32 million. Sixth year and beyond, they say there's a slight increase each year, but after the fifth year, the increase tends to plateau a little bit more. Millions of dollars. Now, I understand the government's going to steal, tax like half of that. But still, $500,000 per year? I understand they're training every day, so it's not like they're sitting around doing nothing. But has he never read a history book? Again, he's comparing this to slavery. So mentally vacuous. And still got a minute and 8 seconds left. Look at how cringe this was. So they were getting physicals, and now they're being led to I forget what we call it, the slave podium auction, and they're in chains. Getting paid millions of dollars, and he's compared to slavery. More, especially, historically speaking, everyone was enslaved at one point, but people should be a lot more irate about this. I do a cotton in the background. It looks like they got a white guy with glasses, a beard, and suit. It's all old time. Whoa, wow, wow. So they got the old timey setup, and then they juxtapose it. Now they're in the modern age. We have looks like a sports. Is it a coach? Some type of sports balls coach who's inspecting a player who simply has his arms stretched. Interesting enough, I'm pretty sure it's an Under Armour or a Nike fancy fabric shirt that costs probably 50, 60, 70 bucks.
Look at this here. Come on, who wants this?
Now it's going back and forth between the slave, and then the modern is a sports. I know there's a fancy like there's a sports medicine. There's a specific title for what they're doing right there, but he's going back between the two. So that's from 2000. Was it 2021? And now what's he saying?
We're going to work on some things, see if we can make it in there, but would love to be out there.
And will we see you play NFL again?
We're still training, still pushing. So hopefully we just got to get one of these team owners to open up.
What did it mean to you to play NFL again?
I mean, it's something I've trained my whole life for. So be able to step back on the field, I think that would be a major moment, major accomplishment for me. Also, I think it's something that I could bring a lot to a team and help them win a championship.
Yeah, I want to say I could do a better job than him. But in terms of the business, yeah, I think I could. In terms of if they hire him, they'll lose money. If they hire me, I mean, they won't win any games unless everyone is heavily medicated or some instance where there's something in the water. But realistically, they won't win any games, but they'll lose money with protests. Now, the issue with him from a business perspective, people are going to boycott that team. This guy's radioactive. Now, wind back the clock 3 to 4 or 5 years ago when BLM was all the rage, it'd be controversial, but you could argue maybe that team would have made money because of that new customer segment. That fate has come and gone. BLM also didn't contribute anything to African American communities. They didn't build one park and increase one job. And the founders, they bought mansions and escaped, apparently, and they're Marxist. Yeah, I haven't found a single instance that actually helped the African American community. Which is what they said they would do. Now, yeah, in this case, I mean, it almost reminds me of the OJ thing. Every time someone interviewed OJ, saying, "Oh yeah, oh, hello Twitter world, trying to find that killer." I know it's probably a terrible OJ impression, but I went for it. Like every time they interview Colin Kaepernick, goes, "Oh yeah, I want to get back in the NFL. I'm working on training it. I'm working on it." I mean he went all in on the activism. And granted, business wise, I understand why he did that because he was a terrible athletic player. He wouldn't win any games really, and he was cut because of his poor performance. Once he got into activism, he had companies like Nike giving him $1 million endorsement deals, all that kind of stuff, and he was making money on that route. He's even on the cover on one of those stupid video games people pay $60 to $80 for. That's the same every year, but they change the names of the players. But he even made money off that, even though he wasn't officially playing. I think they still put him in the ball game. It's ridiculous, but he made money off of that. I don't see how. I mean, no one is going to hire this guy. I mean, you would have more protests to those games. And again, sports balls, I mean, one of the most lucrative things you can get into in terms of owning a sports balls team. And again, there are certain products where it makes sense to get political. It makes sense to be more controversial, especially if you're like a CNN or a Fox News or a Daily Wire. It makes sense because you're going after a very specific segment of the market. If you're a sports ball team, you want every single person on the planet who wants to see a ball move fast or go into hole or hoop or something like that. You want the largest audience possible. I mean, just by that metric alone, it would not be a smart idea to hire this guy. Though maybe I'm wrong in this assessment, and everyone's saying he's brilliant and brave, and they'll hire him tomorrow. Maybe the owner of the Patriots or the Bears or something will say that in the comments. Probably not, but let's dive on in. One of the first comments comes from Gunther Eagleman, who says, quote, he's a race baiting POS, getting 493 likes. Paul Zupa says Colin Kaepernick is the peak shape of his hypocrisy, getting 180 likes. AKA says LMFAO, why does he want to go back to slavery? Getting 114 likes. Good question. Livergat Media TM says another grifter like the WNBA dude who was locked up in Russia that Biden traded for. Oh yeah, Griner, the only person people really knew about in the WNBA before Caitlyn, which again, especially how mentally vacuous that Griner girl was or guy. Here's an instance where this person went to Russia with illegal drugs and then got arrested. Because again, it's illegal in Russia. Also, this person hated, Ryder had a whole career track of hating the United States, never standing for the flag and talking smack about it and just hating it, being patriotic. So, of course, Biden traded the Lord of War for her. Literally, Victor Bout, read the book. It's a brilliant book. Now, again, back to Liberty Cut Media TM, got 18 likes. Heather 007 says they pay football players hundreds or thousands, well into the millions. They can poke and prod all they want. No one is forcing you to go there. Getting 76 likes. Oh, that's a good one. I forget what skit it was. Was it SNL where the guy shoots the guy in the chair and says, why would they do that? The guy with the gun says, labeled Colin Kaepernick, and he shoots the guy in the chair labeled football career. And Kaepernick turns around and goes, why would the NFL do this? Get 148 likes. Oh, that's... Wild Bill NC says, when nobody knew who you were until you got on your knees. Is Monica Lewinsky, Colin Kaepernick, and Kamala Harris. That got 11 likes. Another one, same thing, but different pictures, got 97 likes. So, yeah. Again, let me know in the comments, do you think, I would never hire, this person's too controversial. And he's also not a good athlete. So I don't know how an NFL team would make money, even if they do increase merchandise sales because people like the guy. Usually you make a lot of money off merch and you win sports balls, games, and tournaments, and bowls and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think a team would conceivably profit off of partnering him. But let me know in the comments. Do you think it'd be a smart idea to hire him? Do you think he'd be a successful player after all these years? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.